Hey guys, welcome back to my small engine repair channel. Today I'm going to show you how to fix a Stihl weed whacker that bogs. Now today I'll be showing you how to replace the actual carburetor in order to fix this problem permanently, and the same procedure will apply if you have the Stihl FS38 trimmer. Now this trimmer here bogs when you go to throttle up, it just bogs right down. I've tried to adjust the screws, no difference. I even tried a new carb kit and there is still no difference in this carburetor, or the machine I mean. So that's why I'm replacing the carburetor. And I'm actually using a Stihl OEM carburetor. Here's the part number 414012000619. You might be asking why you're using a Stihl OEM carb when you can buy these on Amazon for 20 bucks. Well, I've tried the cheap carbs in the past and every single machine came back. So because I run a small engine shop, I don't want equipment to come back. I just throw on an actual Stihl carb and the machine does not come back. So before you start this repair, if you have any old gas left in the fuel tank, just dump it out and start off with fresh fuel. The gas is good in this one, so I'm going to leave it in there. Now the next step is to remove the air filter cover, remove the air filter. Now I'm using an 8mm nut driver. And by the way, if you're interested in this tool, here is the part number. You can get it from your Stihl dealer. And I'll actually put the part number of the tool in the video description. So get the two nuts right off. Pull the cover off. Now what I do is I just loosen the fuel cap in case there is pressure in the fuel line. If you don't do that and there's pressure when you remove the fuel line, it's just going to squirt gas. Now there is a small gasket here that needs to be removed. Now what I need to do is remove both fuel lines that are connected to the carburetor. Now be careful when you do this because it's very easy to damage the fuel line. So I'm just going to pry it down. And I'll just plug it up with a small screwdriver. Now I'm just going to pull the carb out from the machine here, but the throttle cable will still be connected. And now to disconnect the cable, just push down. It's going to disconnect itself from the carburetor. And now you've got the entire carburetor removed. You can save this gasket here and reuse it. I'm going to unbox the carburetor. And again, this is an OEM Zama carburetor. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you can use this same carburetor on the Stihl FS38 trimmer. So before I put the carburetor back on the machine, I want to show you where the cable will go in. You want to turn this little thing here so that the end of it with the bigger hole is facing downwards. And that's where the end of your cable will go in. And then once you put this part back, you'll notice that there is a plastic pin protruding from it right here. So when you put this back on, you want this plastic pin here to go inside this hole. So this is the position you want to install the carb on the machine, just like this. Now I'm going to make sure that the part with the biggest hole is facing downwards. And now what you want to do is insert the cable in there. And again, the end of the cable will go right in that hole. And now push this back with the carburetor, get the fuel lines out of the way. Again, make sure this is in correctly like I showed you earlier. The pin goes into the hole. Push the carb back. Now connect the fuel lines. There's a long line and a short line. The long one goes on top. And the short line connects to the bottom connector. Now I'm going to put the gasket here. I'll align this up again. Sometimes this moves and it gets out of its position. And now you want to put this part here on. And I'm going to reinstall the two nuts. And what you want to do is tighten them up evenly. So don't tighten one all the way in and then do the other one. Just kind of do it in increments. And that's good. Now install your air filter. And the air filter cover, you just line it up right here, and that's it. So what I'm going to do now is start up the machine to see if the carburetor needs any adjustments. Sometimes you have to tweak it a bit, but usually not much. If I do have to adjust it, I'll explain exactly what I did. Okay, so now I'm going to prime it. I'm going to prime it till I see fuel in the primer bulb. There we go. I'm going to choke it, switch is on. Okay, so that went pretty well. The only thing you saw me doing here is that I turned out the L screw about half a turn. It just sounded a bit lean when it was idling at the beginning. Then when I turned it out just a bit, everything seemed better. And as you saw there, it's quite responsive when I throttle up. It just goes right away. There's no hesitation, and it's idling good. Now that's the L screw I turned out a bit. This is the H screw. Now the third screw at the bottom here is the idle screw. If you turn that screw in, it's going to idle faster. If you turn it out, it's going to idle slower. And this screw here has nothing to do with the air-fuel mixture. It's solely to adjust the idle speed. Now, easier things that you can do before you do this repair, if you have problems with this machine, is replace the spark plug, and you also might want to clean the spark arrestor from the muffler. Now, I do have a video on how to clean the spark arrestor. You can find it in the comment section in the video and also in the video description. So as you just saw, guys, it's not that hard to do. It might be easier for some of you guys watching today to just go buy the new carburetor and put it on yourself. If you're going to pay somebody to try to rebuild your old carburetor, it may or may not work, and it may cost just as much as if you had just bought the new carburetor in the first place and did it yourself. Now, if you look in the video description, you can find a link to my video on how to clean the spark arrestor on this machine. And I've also put the part number for this tool and the part number for the carburetor that I used in today's video. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.